Welcome back, welcome back. I only got 10 minutes. I want to talk about cartoons and teaching through cartoons. I want to talk about the goo and the secret war. Now, in every single Marvel history, or, those superhero shits, everything. Now, we're going to start with the one I love the most because it explains a lot and that's my favorite guy. Hey, good morning. Spider-Man, when he gets the black suit, right? Gets the black suit, fights it off, makes Venom. Venom, eventually, he becomes a good guy and helps Spider-Man because the suit mutated and turned into Carnage, and that was just on some old otherness, like he was on some wild shit. And Carnage's power, he can change, he can take Venom's power away from him or some shit, right? That's here nor there. Now, that leads me to a game called The Web of Shadows. Ironic, huh? So, in The Web of Shadows, it's about New York and how Spider-Man has to save New York from Venom. Venom attacks or whatever, So, what happens in this is the Venom suit starts to Agent Smith and duplicate itself onto everyone. And then it was like some weird alien invasion at the same time. I remember. Long story short, the goo ends up taking over everything and everyone. And the good guys and the bad guys had to fight against it to save everyone. Moving on to Spider-Man Secret Wars in the comic books. In the comic books, Spider-Man has some Madam Web spirit, physical, in a different dimension woman that's been watching him the whole time. And there's more than one Spider-Man. And she kind of like chooses who gets to be Spider-Man or some shit. I don't even know how it goes. But long story short, Spider-Man has an ultimate battle because of the Spider-Woman. She's connected to like reality or something. And there's this evil thing that wants to have a contest over everything. So she tells him about this and she goes, you're the leader. And he goes, are you fucking crazy? There's like way more smarter and like other heroes, and what the fuck do you mean? Like, the fate of the world relies on me? So he nuts up and shuts up and says, fuck it. Great power comes great responsibility. And she goes, I'm going to send you back to where you're Earth or whatever, right? And you got to gather a team because the bad guys gather in a team and it is what it is. And she showed him the bad guy team. And the bad guy team was, the bad guys, normal, and then there was good guys. And so he went back to Earth, and he got a bunch of good guys and bad guys. And he took them back to this other dimension, and they fought. And, saved everybody. Casualties, yes, but they saved everybody. Now, moving on to the Avengers and what happened with that. Avengers disassembled, then they assembled, then fucking Ultron comes, and they all gotta fight, save the worlds, and all this other shit, right? It's always something that's coming where everyone's gonna lose. If they lose, everybody loses, good and bad. Now, we move on to these other movies that I haven't seen, but, I know the comics. I've seen the old cartoons. With Marvel, and they're showing all the different realities and dimensions, and they're connecting all the movies now, and they're bringing all the heroes together, and they're all gonna fight something. See, in the new one, they're fighting, or unless it already came out, they're fighting the star. Sound the horn, star. It's literally the thing in the ocean, like I forget what they call it, the star thing that's alive, that looks like a star, sound the horns. Now in that cartoon, there's a really big alien thing that's that, and something, I forgot exact powers. Back in the day, it's a corny ass thing, but it's really funny that corny ass villain is now the major, now we get to see what it really can do. Now, what I seen from the commercial is it shoots fucking little baby stars on people's faces and controls them. You know, like Venom, shoot the goopy on you and control you. Sound the horns. So once I seen that, and then I go back to the Avatar movie. Not the blue people, the Avatar Aang. You know, right? Airbender, Firebender, all that shit. So even in that thing, there was these two great spirits, a red, a blue beam, and a red thing, right? And there had to be balance, meaning they couldn't defeat each other. They would beat each other, but they wouldn't defeat each other. Now the bad guy thing figured out how to kill the fucking light, and that wasn't a good thing for reality. So, you know, he had to ultimately figure out, I think that was the second one, with Sakura or some, yeah, that was the second one. That was when the Christ spirit went into a woman, and now she became the Avatar, and that was her big mission in part 2. Aang's big mission was to stop the Fire Lord Ozai and take his fucking powers from him, make him a regular man again, and prove I ain't gotta kill you, but I don't gotta save you neither. So in the second one, the woman's the one, right? And then that's her big mission, is to resurrect the great spirit of the lighter or some shit like that, and bang against this super dark force that wants to destroy everybody, even the bad people. You kind of get my drift of how it keeps going back to this thing that comes that's evil, but it wants to destroy evil. So what is it? Is it evil or is it something else? Yes, it's called pure insanity and chaos. You know, that Joker spirit thing, kind of? You know, like, you know, had a Joker, his mentality of chaos and is fair. Should be just, you know, destroy and do whatever you want. But if there's all these powerful people and there's no rules, well, what will they do? You get it? So, there's many other stories that I can't really come off the top of my head with. Now, when I related all these stories about those things and noticed all the similarities, like I keep fucking telling you that it has to the Bible, and oh yeah, Goku and Vegeta, how did that stories, how that end? Oh yeah, they had to fucking fight over and over, something stronger and stronger, until the fact they get off the planet, they're fighting in the fucking galaxy, and then they fight so good, and they get so good, that God says, yo, there's another secret war going on that nobody else knows about, and we need you niggas to come up here with your Super Saiyan powers, and we need you to fight. And then they proved themselves and saved everybody. Did you know Goku went down to hell because there was an evil fucking retard that decided to get all the negative energy and make that a new thing? And then that thing went crazy and wanted to kill everything. And Goku had to stop. Well, Goku and Vegeta, of course. You know, Gogeta. So, then after all these things happened, like I said, Dragon Ball Z now has gone to where Goku is literally the god thing, whatever's the creator of that reality. He's his favorite. He's like his son now. He's his adopted son. And he gets the button where he can call daddy anytime he wants, and he pressed the button and he goes right to daddy. He goes right to God. Isn't that the Jesus story and all the men of the old that say, I can call daddy anytime I want and have him pound you to dust? Get it? Well, ran out of time, so we're going to continue this one later. All love, all praise to the Most High. You should look up some of these things. You don't need to look up the entire movie. Do what I do. Look up the skits, the endings, the meanings, shit like that. And you'll see regular nerd people explain it better than the movie does, and then you'll know what the movie is actually about. And then go look up them scriptures and be like, oh shit, they've been plagiarizing the Bible.